Hello everybody, welcome back to Handcrafted Soaps by Julie. I am making a beach inspired soap today. I will be using 3 different colors. This is a blend between Sea Green and Proud as a Peacock from Nurture Soap. And this is Tropical Teal from Nurture Soap. My base color will be Honey Blush by Nurture Soap. And let's go ahead and get started. These are my oils. They are at 73 degrees Fahrenheit and my lye water solution is at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Safety first. We've got our goggles on. And here comes the gloves. Let me pull my sleeves down. Okay, got the blender burped. Okay, so I am pouring the lye water solution down the stick blender, and this is to prevent any air bubbles inside of the oils. Give it a good tap, and now we blend. I want my consistency to be on the thicker side because of the layering that I will be doing with this soap. I'm going to scrape off any extra. This is Island Oasis by Nurture Soap. And with my oil batch recipe, this fragrance did speed up trace. I highly recommend this scent though. It's probably my favorite so far. Okay, stir with the spatula because the stick blender will just really speed things up. This is Honey Blush by Nurture Soap. This is going to be my base color, which is the sand. Those packages are really hard to open with my gloves on, so just took them off for a second. Now they're back on. Give it a stir, and time to separate. Try my best not to drip this everywhere. Okay, I'm just going to shift these cups around a little bit and clean up my mess. And we're going to give the inside a good scrape and get all of those soap batter into the cup. Got my mold. I don't know where I want to put it. Gonna give this a good blend. It is thickening up, but it's fine. I'm just gonna stick blend it because I do want it to be sort of thick anyway. Scrape off the stick blender. Make sure to get on the inside because it does hold a good bit of soap there, especially when it's super thick. It's got a really nice, solid but still fluid consistency. And And I do wish I would have moved a little bit quicker, because as I'm doing all this with the base color, those blues over there really do stiffen up pretty good. So I'm working on learning to take my time and get it right, but not be too slow. I'm just texturing it a little bit. The thickness of the next two layers and the texturing that I do in between each layer does create a little bit of bubble air pockets on the inside once I cut it. It wasn't too bad on the inside, it was mainly just on the sides where the soap met the silicone mold. So it could have been a lot worse. I'm just giving this a stir. I'm trying to figure out which blue is which. I forgot. So this is the Tropical Teal by Nurture Soap. This is going to be the middle color. And we're just going to plop it down the middle and get that in the mold. It's a really pretty blue color. The other one over there looks pretty green right now, but I have not fully mixed it in. Once I start mixing it, you will see that it's very similar to this color that I'm working with now. It's just a little bit lighter. And if I do this soap again, I will try to distinguish those colors a little bit more. As they've sat and cured, I've noticed that the distinction between the two is getting better over time. But at first, they did look like the same color, just slightly different. Just smoothing that out and getting it nice and even. And then going to texture that. I leave a little bit of extra in the cup because I'm going to put it on the very top of that last color. Just for fun, just to kind of give it a little more color. Giving it some texture before I add that third layer. See, you can see it's very, very close to that color, just a little bit lighter. Definitely some more green going on in that color. Okay, so I just evenly distribute that throughout the mold, give it a good scrape and completely clean this container out because I won't need any more of that color. A good tap to try my best to get these air bubbles loose. And I'm going to scrape this container clean and just put a little bit of color on top. And now I will speed things up and just make a little fun design and play around with it and try to get things the way I want. It takes me a minute to figure it out and get it just right, but I really am satisfied with the ending product of this beach-inspired soap. I'm really making a mess towards the end. Okay, here we go.